Hello and welcome to a new City Point episode. We are digesting the result of the World Test Championship. G is still not over it. So we thought, why not give him an ego boost and lob in a bunch of Indian players in our World Test 11, World Test Championship 11.
I'm not so disappointed. If this would have been a three test series or even two, result might have been different. India are just slow starters in test matches recently. We look at the series against Australia, lost the first one, wake up call. They look at the series against England, they lost the
Yeah.
first one in Chennai and then bounced back. So
Yeah.
had been two or three, then yeah, I'm comforting myself with that.
So we'll discuss the 11 of the World Test Championship,
Yeah,
just taking into account the Test Championship games.
yeah,
Obviously lots of caveats given a lot of home and away bias,
yeah,
but I think we just need to kind of ignore that in a way as much as we can, because otherwise it'll be very difficult because everyone's performed well at home, or
yeah.
most people have.
Yeah. I
uh,
mean,
so
if you look down the list of high scores
yeah.
and best bowling, most of the players have done that at home. There are some
Yeah.
performances that stand out as being away from home, and we can discuss that. But
Yeah.
generally, teams have done well at home.
Yeah, and given
Uh,
it's a COVID impacted cycle, so it was just not enough games and stuff. So there is a lot of imperfections, but let's see what we can do with
yeah,
that.
yeah. And should we make it interesting by imposing a three-player limit from each
Yeah,
country?
I think that's fair. That's fair.
Otherwise, we could probably pick like four from India and a couple from New Zealand, and that's our
Yeah,
team.
true, true.
True.
Right. So should we start? I mean,
Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
mean, it's again, some people have played like 20 games, some people have played 10 games, so it's not fair in a way. But we'll try and see how we can. We
Yeah,
won't
try
penalize
and
people
see.
for playing less. I think that's
Of
the
course, yeah. I mean, if they've had good performances in the games that they've played,
yeah.
fair enough. They deserve to be picked.
I agree. So Rohit Sharma, I
Openers.
would have to open. One of them
Yeah,
is Rohit
I
Sharma.
agree. I agree that Rohit Sharma has to open, even though some of his performances, some of his best
Yeah,
performances have been at home,
yeah,
especially against South Africa and against England. But to be fair, the conditions that those games were played with were played in. They were
yeah,
difficult conditions, turning conditions. So he is.
yeah,
And he showed in the World Test Championship that he can bat in swing seaming conditions. So yeah,
yeah.
Rohit Sharma should be the first name on the
Rohit
sheet.
Sharma to open with. I don't know. It's tough. Karuna Ratne,
It's Karunaratne is a decent
Latham.
choice. You've got David Warner as well. Although again, Warner, a lot of his run scoring is skewed at home. He scored that 335 against Pakistan at home. So I'm not really sure. Dean Elgar maybe. South Africa have had a
Yeah.
tough time. Mm, I don't know. It's a very tough thing. Not many openers have done well.
Yeah, let's go Karuna Ratne. I think Sri Lanka might not be well represented. So
Fine. Let's pick Karunaratne now, and then if we
he's
feel
averaging
like we
50
can,
plus. So I mean, yeah, it's pretty good.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he's averaging 53, and he scored 400s.
Yeah,
Uh, you know, I, I'm guessing that a lot of them might be at home, but no worries. He obviously had that big innings against Bangladesh.
yeah,
Obviously, that was at home as well.
yeah,
But yeah, difficult to lead Sri
yeah.
Lanka as well. So
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, let's go with Rohit and Karunaratne,
Sharma and Karunaratne, and
and
then
and you've got
Williamson
left
at
right.
three.
Then you've got left right combination as well to open.
Yeah, sure. And then Williamson at three. Any
Williamson at
doubts?
three, no doubts there, and maybe Labuschagne at four.
I was going to say Babar Azam at four, obviously, but yeah, I mean, Labuschagne has just
Sorry.
been
So
like
let me
phenomenal.
make a case for either Labuschagne or Root at four.
Root over Babar Azam.
Root, yeah, I mean Root. Come on, I mean if you look at his stats, he scored two double hundreds and 186. Two
Yeah,
of them have been in Sri Lanka and one of them have been in India. So just giving
yeah,
and England won all those games. So the
true.
impact that Joe Root has had on England winning Test matches in the cycle is phenomenal. He's had big runs, that too away from home. So
Yeah,
maybe I'd probably say that Root over Labuschagne even.
Wow, really? I mean, he's averaging 40 something as well. He's averaging the worst out of those three.
Sorry, I'm looking at the strike rates, which is incorrect. Labuschagne is averaging 73. Um, Root is averaging 47. Yeah, that's true. How about Azam? Azam is
Azam
averaging
66. You can
uh,
argue the level of opposition, but he's still averaging 60 something with 400s and 450s, so you can't ignore that. I mean, maybe there's a case for 4 and 5, given that I think there's not many candidates for 5.
well, I was going to suggest Rahane.
Yeah, but again, he's at a good series, not a phenomenal series. And again, his stats are okay. They're not like that amazing, are they?
Yeah, he's averaging 43.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? I
Again,
mean,
I'm sorry, I'm again looking at performances away from home, match-winning performances. That 100 at the MCG,
yeah.
put India on their way into the World Test Championship. Um, yeah, so I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about that as well. I mean, I know we talk about Azam, but again, nothing sticks out for Babar Azam.
But yeah, but then parallel in India, but Root at 4 and Labuschagne at 5, or would you not have Labuschagne at all then?
That's a tough choice. I mean, again, Labuschagne, a lot of his runs have been made at home. I'd rather go for Root at 4.
Labuschagne is averaging 73. How can you ignore that? Regardless of home and away. And we said that
So,
we'll try and
so,
be
so right,
neutral.
right. Let's narrow this down, right? So we've got uh, um, between for 4, 5, and 6, right? Let's say we've got 4 choices, right? We've got Labuschagne, we've got Joe Root, we've got Babar Azam, we've got Rahane. Sorry, 5 choices, and we've got Ben Stokes.
Well, don't you want to keep her, or you want to keep her at 7 then?
Keeper at 7. If we pick Ben Stokes as the all-rounder, then we go keeper at 7,
Yeah,
right?
no, Stokes I was going to have at 7 anyway.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
6 at 6. Sorry, I was going to have
6
Stokes
at
was by
6. Yeah,
6 because he's an all rounder and he's Ben Stokes, so you can't not have
yeah.
him.
He's an all-rounder. He's Ben Stokes. He's averaging 46.
I mean, for me, it's between 3 out of 2 out of Root, well, 2 out of Azam, Labuschagne, Root, and Rahane.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
actually, we can't pick Rahane. Sorry.
because
I'm just
we'll run out of Indian players.
yeah.
Well, we
I've
might not.
already
I know. We'll come to number 7 as well, but
yeah. I've already got like in my mind. I've already picked the 3 Indian players. So I'm happy with not picking Rahane here. So it
yeah.
is it is 2 out of 3 out of Labuschagne, Root,
I
and
think that,
Azam.
yeah, I mean, Root, I think you've made a case for him, his big runs
Mm,
in Sri Lanka and away from home.
yeah.
I think the thing with Babar Azam was he failed in the England series when Pakistan came to England last year. I think that
Yeah.
was didn't fail as such, but didn't really.
But didn't have those match winning, the match winning innings that
Sure.
we're talking about, like
Yeah,
we discussed about Root, about
yeah,
Rahane even, another very good player, Steve Smith.
yeah.
I mean, Steve Smith is averaging 64, and
Oh,
just
yeah,
think about his Ashes performances coming on the back of his suspension, not playing any
yeah.
cricket, and just scoring big runs in the Ashes, which obviously was part of the Test
That's true,
cycle.
actually. Wow.
And he did score runs in India as well, against India. Sorry,
Yeah.
so I would
No Kohli.
I would I
No Kohli
and
either.
we're ignoring Kohli completely. Yeah, we're ignoring Kohli completely.
Smith over
Um,
Labuschagne?
yeah, Smith over Labuschagne. Yeah,
Just because he's
yes.
Steve Smith?
Steve Smith. Oh my
Okay,
God,
fine.
what has the world come to? We've picked Williamson, Smith, and Root, but not Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
This is
Well,
this
this
is a
is
first.
this is this is a test 11, right? Not a white ball 11. So
Yeah, I know. But still, still.
yeah.
Yeah, so we go Williamson 3, Smith 4, and
6 we have
5. 6 we have Stokes.
7. I know what you're saying. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
so
it,
let's not reveal his name.
it's the classic debate. You're saying Rishabh Pant
And you're
because of I'm going to say Mohammad Rizwan.
Rizwan has been good, but again, just the match-winning innings that Pant has played.
Oh, so Rizwan did the same against South Africa, right? He got 100 or something against South Africa when Pakistan were well. There was,
Did they win?
yeah, they won in the second test, I think it was.
Okay, yeah, but then Rishabh Pant has got like 5, 6 match-winning innings, if you like.
I mean, he had one at the Gabba. I mean, he had a match winning
he
and a
had
match saving innings.
he had a match-winning, match-saving, and then he scored 100 against England at home as well, which was again you'd potentially call it match-winning. He's just been right up there in my opinion. Rizwan would have been uh, you know unfortunately second best had Pant not performed as well with the bat, especially. I would
But
go
I
with
think
Rizwan.
keeping wise, Rizwan is better, right? So
Yeah, keeping wise, yes, Rizwan is better. But yeah, I guess it's about what we're looking for. Um,
can we come back to that because I think we might end up having three Indian players anyway. By the way, so
oh really? Okay, I'm surprised. Fine. Yeah, I guess there's space for one spinner in this team with three medium pacers. Is that the formation that we're
yeah,
going?
yeah. I mean, we have Ben Stokes already as a fourth seamer anyway, so I think we can
Yeah,
have a spinner and then Williamson, Root, whoever. If we play in India, then Root's a proper
Smith,
spinner anyway. If we
Smith.
play in India, Root's a proper spinner anyway, so we'll have two
Yeah,
spinners.
yeah.
Um,
And we'll pick a spinning all rounder at number 12.
we'll pick
So he
Jadeja
can.
at number 12 as always.
Jadeja is forever a number 12 in most teams. Again, it's his versatility, right? He does everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways, number 8,
Jameson.
I would say Ashwin and then Jameson.
Oh, sorry, yeah, my bad. Number 8, Ashwin. Ashwin would be the spinner, and
Yeah,
then number 9 you go with Jameson, and then I know
okay.
who the number 10 is as well.
Pat Cummins.
Pat Cummins. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
there's no doubt in my mind that Pat Cummins and Kyle Jameson have been the best fast
yeah,
bowlers of this cycle, and Ashwin
I
has
agree.
been the best spinner.
I agree. I agree. I think that's pretty straightforward. And then the next one is the tricky one because
True.
I actually had Mohammad Shami, although he's not played a lot, but
Yeah.
his impact has been really good at home
Yeah.
and away. I think
Yeah.
he is India's best fast bowler. I think he was slightly underrated. He has been, I think, just because he's Shami and he's not Bumrah, or it
Yeah.
doesn't come across as that flair player.
Yeah.
But he's been really good. I mean, I really rate him, and I think even just in the final, I think he was India's best bowler.
Yeah.
I think he had injury issues, obviously, so he couldn't play a lot. But
Yeah.
when he played, I think he was really good, and that's why I went with him over. I think this Hazelwood, Rabada, Nokia,
I was
Stark,
actually I was
Bolt, and
actually going to go
also
with I was
Anderson,
at, you haven't yet named the player that I was thinking of.
Broad, Anderson.
Broad.
Yeah,
I mean, surprisingly, Broad has, he's taken a lot of wickets, and he's
yeah.
taken them home and away. And yeah, in my opinion, he's been pretty phenomenal. He's been better than Anderson.
What's his? I mean, I know it now because it's kind of coming to fine margins, and we have to look at home and away.
Yeah.
How has Broad been away actually?
Hmm.
Because how was he? He didn't do that much in India, did he? Or
I think
it's I know the
Saudi is also a good option.
yeah. I mean, Saudi is a good option. Archer.
No.
Ishan Sharma actually his stats are pretty good, but I don't know.
Yeah.
The stats are actually better than Shami's, but I don't know. Just Shami it just seems to me he's had just a great impact when he's played. I mean, there's so many bowlers who are averaging like early 20s, late like teens.
Yeah.
It's it's just it's tough to pick one to be honest, and I mean I
Yeah.
can live with any of the others. My justification for Shami was also because then I could put Rizwan at 7.
No, I don't think I'm gonna change my opinion on Pant versus Rizwan. Rizwan is the second
Look, we
best.
need a keeper, right? I
As
mean,
a,
with that batting order, do we need like a batsman at the end? Rizwan is probably a better keeper, and batting wise, he's more reliable, I'd say. I mean, he played well in New Zealand, although Pakistan lost eventually. But I think he kind of
Hmm,
fought hard in New Zealand.
yeah, yeah. Fine,
Um,
let's go with Rizwan at 7, and then we can pick Shami at 11,
yeah.
because then yeah, that allows us to keep our
Did Pant
foot
play
up.
in New Zealand when India went there?
Yeah, Pant
He
played,
did.
but again, yeah, he didn't have any. I doubt that he had any scores of note.
Yeah. So I mean that's also the point, I guess, right? Because I think
Yeah,
when
but then
Pakistan went, I think Rizwan did pretty well. I think well.
Yeah, he did well in New Zealand, but then Pant
Yeah.
did significantly better, at least with the bat in Australia.
No, but Rizwan got 90 something, 98 in Australia, and Pakistan went a
Okay.
couple of years ago. So yeah. And
I guess
you've
I
even
guess we're
been one of
picking.
his biggest fans, but
No, I am. I that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
I don't agree. I mean, let's just say for the balance of the team and the way that we've picked the team, we're picking the better wicket keeper.
yeah.
Pant is the better batsman, and he's
I
had.
mean, the fact is that it's not Rizwan's fault. He's based in a worst team, right? So that's why
Yeah,
overall the
obviously.
team ends up losing,
No, no,
right?
no.
So
But he is the better wicket keeper, right? That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. He is the better wicket keeper. So we're picking him
Yeah. Actually,
for
in New
that.
Zealand, he got 350s in 4 innings. So
Yeah,
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 so
yeah,
that's pretty impressive, to be honest.
yeah.
So yeah, especially for Pakistani batsmen in New Zealand.
So there we yeah. So
So there we
that's
have
great.
it. So just to recap, we have Sharma, Karunaratne, Williamson, Root, Smith, Stokes, Rizwan, Ashwin, Pat Cummins, Kyle Jamieson, and Mohammad
Mohammad
Shami.
Shami. And Ravindra Jadeja is our perennial 12th man who can
12th
fit in
man.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, if India if this team was playing in the subcontinent, you just switch out Shami maybe,
Or
or
Stokes,
even
maybe.
Jameson, because Jameson hasn't ever
Yeah.
played in the
True.
subcontinent yet, so he can swap out.
Fair
Uh,
enough.
but no, actually, we can't do that because then the team would have 4 Indians.
That's fine. We can get Shami out then. That's fine.
Yeah,
Straightforward.
we'll take Shami out and have him in. So nice selection. Obviously, Rizwan would keep. Decision on who the captain will be, I think,
Kane
straightforward.
Williamson,
Yeah, Kane
the
Williamson.
winner, has to be.
No two ways about that.
Yeah.
Easy pick. So yeah, that's
So
it.
yeah, there's it. Yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy that episode. As always, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And thank you for watching.
Thank you.